Thank you, Cheryl, for meeting with us today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do?
Name Cheryl Lee Hills, 55 or so years old. Connection, occupation is I'm the executive director of a regional unit of government called the Region 5 Development Commission that is a unit of government in state statute, and it is almost 50 years old. We were established to do intergovernmental cooperation and planning, and address regional critical issues. And those are different across the state and different regions. So we focus on transportation. We do 5 lending programs. We do a lot around community development in the spaces of local foods, which is what we're really well known for, renewable energy, access to broadband, a few other areas like that. One of our flagship programs these days has been around welcoming communities over the last 3 years to try to help folks figure out how to welcome the demographic shift that is happening across our nation and be open to accepting of different cultures. So that's our work. That's who I am work-wise. I'm also a mother of 3 adult married children. I have 2 grandchildren, and I've been married for about 35 or so years. He keeps track better than I do. And to a guy I still dig, which is just wonderful. And I live in central Minnesota. I love this place. I love this space. I love the people here and the geography. And so I'm definitely a rural person and very committed to rural spaces. I'll say that about myself. My connection to 100 Rural Women has been through a relationship, which is where everything with authenticity starts, primarily with the CEO founder, Teresa Kittredge, who I've known for many, many years and am a huge fan of. And so as she started this venture, she pulled together about 15 of us in a room up near her neck of the woods in eastern Minnesota, and we all brainstormed and gave a lot of positive feedback to this wonderful idea of 100 rural women.
If you could give advice to your former self, what would that be and why?
The response I gave in the written form was that I would tell a younger Cheryl to uh, get all of my personalities to believe that self-care was important. You know, there's this one part of me that says self-care is important, but much like Alice in Wonderland, I give myself very good advice. I very seldom follow it. I, I don't do the self-care as much as I should. And I think that I should have, and I should listen back to that. I've been a very hard worker my entire life. That's good, and I value that, and it's part of my passion. That said, I should have wore a little more sunscreen, and I should have tried to give myself time to just um, reflect and be and figure out my stuff, because it wouldn't have taken as long had I made the space that it takes to give self-care. And whether that's physical or emotional, for me, my church is in the garden. That's where I go to church. I connect with the dirt. I grow things. That's what I do. Maybe not well, but that's what I do. And I should have done that more as a younger woman, because it's where it fills my bucket. And that's what I would tell myself. Be intentional about the balance, about what you're trying to do. And yeah. And through that self-help, less guilt, live with less guilt. I don't have to own every problem. I can do what I need to do and try my best. But yeah,